What is up YouTube? My name is Skoldiee and welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna go through the formation that took me from Division 10 to currently being in Division 2 where we're slowly going upwards. So let's just get started. So for those of you who are just interested in seeing the custom tactics, here you go. But otherwise if you're interested in listening why we have chosen these ones, so we'll just gonna continue from here. So basically the defensive style we've started to go with is balanced, because balance has always been my favorite. It's the thing that I've been using ever since I started playing FIFA with this custom tactic, because I don't see any real difference in using anything else like drop back or such. Balance is usually works really fine. Width is about 60. Sometimes I would say I differ between 50 to 60 depending on how wide my opponent is playing, but 50 is very good for standard. But this is the key for me at least, the depth. It's on 70 at the moment, mainly because I wish to have a defense line that plays a lot higher up, and because we have a lot of fast defenders in this team. So basically therefore I want to use the depth a lot higher and have about 70, which makes us a little bit more vulnerable for counterattacks. But if you're a good defender, this is no problems. Otherwise you can just take it down to about 50 as well. It's like the standard. Offense, very easy. Balance as well here. What I do sometimes if I'm losing is I change it to fast build up and then forward runs. This will lead to that the team gets forward a lot quicker and you get a lot more pressure with your wingers as well as your cam and or center forward and your striker. But otherwise I keep it at balance because that's the easiest way of just running the team basically. Width is about 60, or it is 60, but sometimes if you feel like you need more width, if you feel that the team is too narrow, you can take it up to 70. But I like to keep it at 60 because it's like a very balanced, it's not too wide, but it's a little wider because of the 4-4 midfielders you have. So basically the wingers, they will still be on the wing, basically, in a good position. Players in the box, this is also something that differs. Are you a guy who plays a lot of crosses or a lot of basically maintain a lot of the ball outside the box, looking to get these passes into the box, then you can take this up. But I keep it at 6 because I don't want to have too many people in the box to overcrowd it. I prefer to have it like a little bit, some outside, some inside, and some running into the box. And then corners and free kicks are 2-2. This is something that is very basic. But this is how the team is looking. This is how we are positioning them. I currently have Pogba and Bruno Fernandes as my two center mids. The thing about the 4-4-1 as well is that it's a very good formation when it comes to holding the ball. Like you make sure that you get a nice build-up play. Because with two CDMs sometimes it gets a little bit too defensive, but with the two CMs and then having them on stay backs, which I will show the instructions in a little bit, basically it allows you to make sure that you get this kind of build-up play, and then you have the fast-paced wingers with Saint-Maxim and Rafinha on the wings. And currently, as I said, I don't have any Mbappe or any of those high-end players at the moment, so I'm just running what do you call it, Ousmane Dembele and Gabriel Jesus up front, which is doing quite okay for me. Gabriel Jesus is a little bit slower when you get up into the higher tier levels because of the defenders are a little bit too good, but in lower divisions he works really nicely, and he's always a good finisher and comes into like some really good positions in the box. And then the defense, as I said, it's just a matter of preferences here. Whatever you feel like is the best defenders for you. I don't have anything to say except I used to have Gomez and Militao before. Then I decided to upgrade to Kimpembe and Marquinhos. So it's just about picking the meta defenders here, and the same thing with the fullbacks. Nothing really special. It's not like the 4-3-1-2 where you have to have really good offensive wingbacks. Here it's more focused on them being all around. But if we go through the instructions really quickly, goalkeepers, center backs, they are basically on default, everything except the full backs, which we put on stay back while attacking. If you need to make sure that they come and join the attack, you can just use the D-pad and click up and left or right, I believe it is, and then you can just put them onto attacking fullbacks. So you don't have to go into the menus and change if you feel like that's something you need. If you're looking at our two center mids, we have them on stay back and cover center. That's the only two things we change here really, because we don't want them to push forward. But sometimes what I like to do, especially if I'm playing the 4-4-2, is that you can change this one here to balanced, especially with Bruno Fernandes, and then you can get him coming forward a little bit in these nice runs, so you get like an overlapping from the CM and creating some more space. The wingers, two simple instructions here as well. It's get in behind and get into the box for cross. and get into the box for cross is really overpowered this year, especially playing with wingers. That's something I'm going to explain later. I need to collect some more materials for it, but it's a really nice way of getting the back post crosses in. And if you have these high-end tier players where you just put the ball into the box, you're going to score a lot of easy goals, especially with the 4-4-2, 4-4-1, 4-2-3-1, all of these formations, because the players come into such a good position in the box on the back post. And then of course we have the two strikers, or the center forward and the striker. They have no specific instructions here. They just have get in behind and stay forward, which is very balanced in a sense. You can change this one off from stay forward, the center forward, if you feel like he's too offensive, and then he will drop back. But I prefer to have him on stay forward in order to get these quick counterattacks whenever I am counterattacking. So that was basically the instructions. There is nothing else that we're gonna go through here. And just to round off this video, we're gonna show you a little bit of a clip of how we build up the play. As you can see here, we are winning the ball very far down in the pitch, and then all of a sudden we have these speedy wingers that come into really good positions here. And what I like as well is that Jesus and Dembele, they will sometimes alternate in their positions. So sometimes one of them will drop down, and you can see here, come into a good position, and then usually I find a little special ball, LBY double tap, or L1 triangle double tap to find the spaces behind. But as you can see here, just some nice build-up play where we simply just look for the easy alternatives, and then you can see on the wings we have a lot of those speedy players coming in, and then we score a little naughty finesse here, which is also broken. I'm not going to do a tutorial on that. You're going to have to find that somewhere else on YouTube because it's simply all over. So, but here you can see another great player, one of the pro players from Team Kulit that we actually faced, and once again some nice well-worked goal here where we find the pass just outside of the fullbacks, or inside of the fullbacks, I would say. But that was everything for this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you're going to try it out, and hopefully you can also climb the divisions. And if you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. And then I'll see you next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.